Hey, and welcome back to another video. So here in front of us is the Nokia G10 from 2021 running Android 12. Now, the Android 12 update for this thing came on May 18th, but I kind of forgot about it until someone left a comment on this video here, my older video, regarding the Nokia G10. And it prompted me to look into the update, and that the person also had commented saying that the phone was still slow on Android 11, etc, etc. They probably hadn't checked for the update, but when I did check my phone after charging it, it had got the update on May 18th. So I updated it and I used it for about 4 to 5 days ish, and here I am. I used it considerably as my secondary phone, using it for social media, YouTube replies, googling stuff, watching Twitch streams, etc, etc. A heavy use in general, and I'm here to give you my opinions and basically the state of use of the Nokia G10 here in 2022 after the Android 12 update. Now, if you remember in my older video, and if you read the reviews of the Nokia G10, they weren't that great. The battery life was praised, the display was praised. However, the performance of this phone with the MediaTek Helio P22 processor was not good at all. It was lagging, was stuttering, was getting stuck. People were really complaining, but I'm here today to explain all of that performance stuff after the Android 12 update. And if you want a really quick answer, the answer is some places on this phone have been improved, seriously improved, like really the improvements were really nice, but some places have been improved just slightly and it's not that great. So it's not a full 100% upgrade here. I'd say it's 70-30, 70%, 30%, like 70% good, 30% bad. But this is still the first update, so definitely in future they will be sending more updates, and then performance can improve even more. So definitely stay tuned for those. I'll be covering the future updates as well. I got this thing for like a mere $14 in brand new condition. Basically, this phone is brand new because I'm assuming the previous owner had enough of its slow crap and he just sold it off for cheap because he hated it, because this phone is essentially brand new. The battery is still 100% health. This thing is in excellent condition. You can go and watch that video, the previous video, if you already haven't. I explain everything there. And since I didn't have a great, the phone didn't have a great monetary impact on me because I paid like a fraction of what it originally cost, it's no real big deal to me. However, for people who paid the full price for this thing, the $150 from Nokia's website, and were really disappointed with the Android 11 performance, I hope I can do some justice to you by doing this video and giving you an insight into what this phone is like running Android 12. So that's what we'll be doing here today. So as usual, before jumping right in, don't forget to smash that like button down below, as it helps this video get on YouTube's algorithm. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and ring that bell notification button so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below as well and let me know what you think about the Nokia G10. Do you own one? Did you own one at some point and sold it off because the performance was bad? Are you thinking of getting one in the future after updating it or after seeing this video? Or if you have any questions regarding the phone, let me know down in the comment section below and I'll be happy to answer those questions, or we can start a discussion. So leave a comment down below for sure. And also, don't forget to check out my social media, which is linked down in the description below, which includes Instagram, Discord, and Twitter. And now let's jump right into this video. So here's a quick rundown of all the categories I'll be covering in this video. So fingerprint scanner, face unlock, new features, apps and general performance, gaming, and battery. And all of these topics can be found in the slider. I've segmented the slider into each topic, so if you want to jump to something, you can go ahead. And yeah, so we'll start things off here with the fingerprint scanner. Now, if you watched the previous video, I praised the fingerprint scanner on this phone for probably being one of the, if not at that time, the best fingerprint scanner that I've seen as far on a $150-ish smartphone, because this fingerprint scanner was really good. And here in 2021, after the update, it has slightly slowed down a bit, a very bit. I'll state that highly. It's very slight, but as a whole, it's essentially the same fingerprint scanner. It's really responsive. It's still a bit touchy, like I said before. If you accidentally knock another finger or something, it tries to recognize the finger and it starts vibrating. But as a whole, it's still a very good, fast fingerprint scanner. Really liked it, and I still really do. It's still really functional. Let us use a different finger here. So as you can see, really responsive, really fast. If it gets a bit dirty, it does act up, but as a whole, it's still a solid fingerprint scanner. No complaints there. The update didn't do too much to it. That slight slowdown is negligible. It actually may be just me not noticing it. It may be just the same. Maybe there's actually no slowdown at all. It's probably just me, but as a whole, I really like the fingerprint scanner. Big thumbs up from me. I'd say it's no big difference. It's no big difference from Android 11 itself. So thumbs up for the fingerprint scanner. So here's a demo of the face unlock. Now keep in mind this is a camera face unlock, so there's no infrared sensors or anything like that. So it is not as accurate as a infrared sensor or sensor-based face unlock like on the iPhones. However, it still does work well. It was never the fastest I've ever seen, but it does work well. And as you can see, it is unlocking in a decent amount of time, and that time hasn't changed since Android 11. It is essentially the same speed as before, so the face unlock is basically the same as in Android 11. It also works decently in darker conditions. However, there should be still some light for the camera to get from your face, or it's not going to work at all. So that's one of the downsides with the camera face unlock. Nevertheless, it's still the same as of from Android 11. And as you can see here, with Android 12, it got the after the update, it got that iPhone feature where it shows you that the camera is actually on. Okay, as you can see, that green light there, that shows the camera is actually on, and when you unlock it, it goes away to show that the camera is off. So that is one of the features that Android got from iPhones, because for the whole security patch with iOS 15, Apple came out with the microphone indicator, which was yellow, and then the green indicator, which was the camera. So if your microphone was on, it was yellow. If the green indicator is on, it's the camera. So this phone also has the green indicator there to indicate the front camera is on, trying to detect your face. So that was the face unlock. It's exactly the same as on Android 11. Alright, so in terms of new features, I'm not going to cover everything because there's just a plethora of new features. You can go to Nokia's website and check that out. But the main features that I think are really nice that have come to the G10, I will show you now. One of the newest things is the theming system. Now, wallpaper and style, I showed this in one of my shorts videos recently as well. These color themes that you can select, you can choose basic colors here. These are set basic colors, and then you have when you switch to a light theme, the colors actually change, as you can see there, to suit your eyes. Now, wallpaper colors, you get this full palette of colors here. Well, 3 palette, each is 3. In the prototype demos that we saw on the Google Pixel phones, they actually had 4, but the G10 got 3 for some reason. So how does that work? That works by taking your main wallpaper here on your main lock screen or on your main home screen, and using AI, it takes the main colors out of it and it creates a color matching palette. That's basically what it does. So for this green tree, that's aloe vera. That's aloe vera wallpaper. Those are the main colors that it took out. This is just a additional color that it just put there for just to give some contrast. But the other 3, these 2 greens and this blue, are directly from that image. So let us change the wallpaper here. On device wallpaper. So let's choose a blue wallpaper like that. Home screen. And this is where sometimes it slows down a bit. It should close by itself. There we go. So notice everything is blue and dark blue, purple-ish. So wallpaper colors will now change. As you see there, wallpaper colors change because they were all taken from that new image. And what do these colors do basically? Well, the basic colors and the wallpaper colors, they're basically your theming. Your hue in the background, your notification center, your keyboards, your color, your clock color, as you can see there. Let's switch it here. It's gonna change color. There you go. Your hue in the background, the hue of like the backgrounds of all your apps and stuff, that also changes with this. You'll notice it sort of when it changes. There you go, it kind of changed. Now it doesn't show properly in this, however the hue does change as well, and notification center as well. Let me show you. So now it's like purple-ish. So let us switch to basic colors. For example, let's do a light lime-ish green, and then you saw that clearly showed the hue change, and these colors also changed. And there you go. So there's your lime green and all that stuff. Furthermore, let's go and I'll show you the keyboard. It's actually one of my favorite features, and widgets as well. So the keyboard will be now green themed, so that's nice. And then certain widgets, as you can see, these widgets, the system widgets, have also been changed. The notification center, the clock, let me show you. So yeah, the clock there, that also has changed, and so many other minor places like text and stuff that also changes with the new colors as well. So that is something that I really like. Now, something I mentioned earlier in that shorts video was it's missing the themed icons. I think that's only for Pixel phones, but we may get this in the G10 in a future update. They took it off beta for some reason because it was causing problems. But what basically happens is you can change the color of all these icons. Well, certain icons, not all icons support it, but eventually everything will support it. So basically, it changes the theme of the icons as well to that green or whatever color, or you can choose to have the older colors itself. So that's something nice to know. I hope it comes to the G10 as well. So like I mentioned earlier, the notification that your camera or microphone is on, that feature is also there. They kind of took that from iPhones. That is also a new feature. I already showed you that. And then with the widget selections have changed a bit, as you can see there, the way you select widgets. And there are a few more new widgets to do as to put on your home screen as well. More personalized widgets, and over time, applications, third-party applications will also start using the color theme according to widgets. As you can see, the color kind of carries on into that as well. And then we had a few more widgets as well. The clock widgets especially, pretty nice stuff here. I really like that. So just a lot of customization in general. There's also a lot of new security features on how to control your privacy, your app permissions and stuff like that. A bit of storage also cleared up after the update, about 1.3 gigs ish. So that shows that Android 12 is lighter than Android 11 to a certain extent in terms of storage. And yeah, so that is also a plus point. I had about 11 gigs before, and then it cleared up to about 12.3 gigs, and then I downloaded some apps. That's why it's back to 11.3 gigs there. However, it did definitely release some space, so that is also nice. And then we have a bunch of new features, like I said, appearance, themes, and all that stuff. It's mainly, Android 12 is mainly security and personalization focused, so that is that. And another thing regarding gaming is that the adaptive battery thing now actually is more gaming focused as well, and it understands when you're playing games and stuff, and it kind of tunes the battery accordingly. You can of course choose to turn off adaptive battery or put it on or off power saving mode, and certain phones do have the super power saving mode. So this thing also has super power saving mode, as you can see there. So super battery saver versus battery saver. So that also tunes into the gaming aspect of things, whether you want more battery life or more performance. So that's just a surface of some of the new features. It's mainly security, and above all, it's theming and personalization, color options, all that stuff. Of course, you're not going to get the full package here, and I'm not sure if the color-coded icons will ever come to the G10. However, I hope it does, and it may come in the future, in a future update. But as far as I can tell, the Pixels do get most of the features. However, more features do extend beyond the phone as well. For example, different manufacturers. I'm waiting for Android 12 on my my T-Mobile OnePlus 9 Pro, which T-Mobile is a bit late to the party there. So that phone definitely is going to have more features atop that, because the phone inherently is a better phone. However, as far as everything goes, the G10 got a good selection of new features from Android 12. That's a big thumbs up as well. So app performance and general performance now. I've updated all the apps to their latest versions as of the Android 12 update, so everything is running on their latest versions. For a quick rundown of the specs, I'm not going to read all of that, but here are the specs of this device. So MediaTek Helio P22, octa-core processor. There you go. You can pause it and read it. PowerVR GPU, etc, etc, etc. You can pause it and read it, and then more specs over here. So that's the display and the storage and stuff. But something that I want to mention is the RAM management. Now this thing is 3 gigs of RAM. However, I don't have anything open in the background other than this app, and the RAM only reads 912 20-ish megabytes. Sometimes it drops onto 850. It hovers around 850 to 950. Sometimes it'll hit 1 gigabyte, but that's kind of bad RAM management there. Like not really great RAM management. It was identical on Android 11, so the RAM management hasn't really changed since Android 11, so that's kind of a bummer. But yeah, those are the specs. I wish the RAM management was a bit better. So now let us open some apps and see how they perform, and then look into the multitasking as well. Now I've closed all the apps in the background. Let us go ahead and close all the apps here. So no more apps in the background there. So we have all the RAM we need, and let's open Instagram first. So performance is something that did take a slight boost. It's not huge, but performance did take a slight boost, so that's nice to see. I would have expected to see slightly better performance than this. However, it is what it is. There's a slight performance boost. It is nothing too major. However, it is still noticeable when you start multitasking, because earlier this phone had a lot of hell multitasking. So let's go to Apple's website here. We're in Google Chrome, which is a heavier app, probably the heaviest app that we'll be trying out today. And let's go to Apple's website, because it's a heavy website to load, and a lot of phones do have trouble loading it, especially on weaker hardware. However, as you see, this thing loaded it just fine. All the graphics and stuff loaded in just fine. Let us go to iPhone there. And the loading speed is also good, and this has definitely improved. The browser has definitely improved. I've noticed the speed, the browsing speed, the less lag. I'm not saying that there's no lag, however, the lag has considerably reduced. Let us go to Android 12. There we go, Android 12 website. So where is it? So there we go. And yeah, the browsing experience has considerably reduced in terms of stuff like lagging and then stuttering and stuff. It has reduced, so that's a really good thumbs up. The browsing experience has been boosted. So that is Google Chrome. Let's leave that open in the background. A bit of lag there. Let's open the camera application over here. Pretty decently fast. Then let's open Reddit, which is also a medium weight application. A bit slower as expected with Reddit. Scrolling is a bit laggy on Reddit, I've noticed, but it just may be Reddit itself. But it is what it is. And then we can go into Accu Monitor, Accu Battery, and then CPU-Z again. So this is not a perfect test, however, it just gives you a rough estimate of what the performance is like. And now finally, let's go to the Google Play Store. So that is the performance you can expect. It definitely has gone up, but nevertheless, it is not on the faster side of things. So let's see what apps need to be reloaded. Instagram has stayed open, so that's nice. Let us see Google Chrome. That also has stayed open, which is nice. Sometimes Chrome has to be okay, there it kind of got stuck there. Okay, yeah, that's one issue. As you can see, the performance is not ideal. It does get stuck sometimes. However, Chrome is still open, as you can see there, so that's nice. See if Reddit is open. No, Reddit has to reload. It happens at random. Sometimes it has to be reloaded, sometimes it doesn't have to on many apps. Usually Instagram reloads too, but it is what it is. So that is the multitasking for you. We have screenshot over there as well, and we can close the applications from here. So yeah, performance has increased after Android 11. There's less stuttering and less lag, and so that's a really good thing. However, it is not as good as I expected. However, the phone is way more usable now. As you saw, there's a bit of lag there as well. There is lag throughout the phone, but as a whole it has gotten better, so that's nice to see. I just expected it to be a bit better than what it is. However, I guess this is what just Nokia went for, so thumbs up to them for the slight boost in performance and the other features and stuff being the same, if not slightly better here and there. However, my test is not ideal, and as you'll see in the gaming section of things, it's not great either. So yeah, it's not ideal, but it is something. And maybe in the future, with future Android 12 sub updates, we'll get new features and we'll get performance boosts. And I'll definitely cover all of that. This is just the first Android 12 update that this phone got. So it is what it is. That was applications and performance. A good boost in performance. However, it could have been a bit better, but it is what it is. Let's wait for future updates as well. So we are here at the gaming test, and as you can see, we have Apex Legends installed there. I thought that would be a good benchmark test, as it's a newer game and it's probably better optimized for stuff. COD Mobile is a bit more popular, I think, and there's just a bunch of games that I could have tried, Asphalt, etc, etc. However, in the interest of time, we're not going to. There's just a bunch of other videos that people have covered on this phone playing games on it, and those were on Android 11, but eventually Android 12 tests will also come. However, as far as now is concerned, we'll be just testing Apex Legends. And I played this yesterday, and I can say right off the bat, it isn't a great experience. It is... I don't know how to put it. Let's just play. So, don't love. So you'll see the loading times as well. Initially, the initial setup of this game is slow, so give it some time. However, after that, it loads pretty decently.
World's Edge. Yesterday's Apex competition was a heck of a lot of fun.
Jericho, did you think Raid's squad would pull out the win?
I did, Devin. Raid's been absolutely crushing it these last few matches. I would not want to face her on this one.
Okay, so as you see, we are sort of in the menu. It does stutter a bit here and there, but it is what it is. Of course, with mobile games like this, there's that texture loading thing. And when I played yesterday, it did freak out a bit, and I just had to be patient with it. But it does load decently fast when it is loading. And the graphics and stuff are pretty nice as well. No complaints about this thing's display. Like I said, the 720p panel, however, for the price range, it gets the job done. You don't really notice it once you start consuming the content. So let us jump into the tutorial here. This is where I ran into most of the issues. Apex Legends, I don't know if it's a good benchmark. I should have benchmarked like COD or something like that, but nevertheless, it is a game people play. So, and it's a newer game than COD, so people are looking into playing it. So let us jump into the training here. So if the training fails, the entire game fails, because training is the easiest and the less graphically intensive. So as you can see, it does run. It's got a bit of stutter. Bit of loading screen there. Okay, so considerable stutter there. Okay. Skip. No, don't skip the rookie tutorial. Okay, as you can see.
Look, I'm sure you'll make it to the Apex games, or, die in a hot ball of flame. But for now, let's just focus on some basics.
Okay, now let's start moving.
Now let's crack open this supply bin and see what goodies are inside. Why don't you take a peek?
Okay.
Well, all right. Today's your lucky day. An R301, fast firing with low recoil. Take the gear and follow me down this way.
Okay, so we have the sliding mechanic now. There you go. There's a bit of stutter there. Confirm.
Use the slope to slide down the road. Sprinting while crouching. This way. Trigger. Alright, don't let this rusty junk stop you. This way. Check me out. Face the obstacle, move forward, this way, and tap the jump button. Up and over. Easy peasy. Reloading. Okay, don't get too excited. I mean, he barely moved. Alright, come here and let's see what we got. It's kind of like a sad present, really. Be careful, reloading. You're sitting duck when looting. Yeah, you'll be a juicy target for others.
My ultimate is ready. The hunt begins.
So yeah, that is a general gaming performance test there, and it closed pretty nicely today, but yesterday was kind of freaking out when it closed, but that's nice to see. However, as you saw, there is some stutter and lag when you're aiming down, but I'm not going to complain about that too much because we have a few more updates to come, and even Apex Legends needs some performance boosts. It wasn't running too great on my Moto G stylus either, so we shall see about that in some time to come. Don't take that as fact. Just give it some more time and we'll see how gaming progresses overall. And definitely you should try out the other games as well, but in the interest of time we'll stick with that. So that was a basic gaming demo test on Android 12 on the Nokia G10. It runs well, but it could be better. We'll see as time progresses. The games will be updated and so will Android 12. So finally, we are here at the battery life discussion, and I can say right off the bat, it is the most noticeable thing after the update in terms of upgrades. This thing's battery life just went from amazing to absolutely spectacular, because this thing on Android 11 had probably one of the best battery lives at that price range, and at the $150 price range, when you look at those comparisons online from 2021, this thing easily had the best battery life at that price range when compared to other phones, and that battery life has just been blown up entirely after the update. So this thing lasts for about 3 to 4 days even without the battery saver on medium to heavy use. That means Instagram, replying to comments on YouTube, Reddit, Discord, watching Twitch streams, checking mail, Twitter, a bit of gaming here and there, taking photos, etc., etc. It clearly has a massive change, and that I usually kept on Android 11 to get about 4 days. I kept this on battery saver, the lighter battery saver, but now without the battery saver, this thing can reach 4 days. And I can imagine if this thing is on battery saver probably 5 days and super battery saver maybe 6 or 7 days. So the battery life on this thing is just amazing overall. It's just a huge boost. And if you're someone who needs a really long battery life, and if you're into phones lasting really long in terms of, like, for example, you are a person that goes on long distance journeys without your charger and stuff, this phone is definitely something to consider because the battery life is just unholy. Now here's the situation here. My phone is essentially brand new. Like I said, I got this essentially brand new. Mine has only dropped 18 milliamp hours, as you can see, from 5050, which is the design capacity, to 5032. So it's dropped only 18 milliamp hours. But if you've had this phone from 2021, probably yours is a bit lower than that. However, the battery life scales, so your battery life is still gonna be really good. So big thumbs up from me. The battery life has improved considerably while gaming and all of that stuff. And also the thing doesn't heat as much as before. It does get a bit warm when you're really intense, when you're playing games, Instagram, all that stuff, like intense stuff for hours and hours and hours. However, it definitely has reduced from before. So the thermals have reduced as well. So that's also a huge thumbs up. So yeah, that's something to consider. The battery life has improved drastically on the Nokia G10 here on Android 12. Another more considerable, more noticeable thing, and a big thumbs up from me. One of the better selling points of this phone just got even better. So yeah, we are here at the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And as a whole, the Nokia G10 has improved to a certain extent in certain ways and considerably in other ways, and it is definitely a more interesting phone to consider now at that price range. If you can get it for cheaper as well, because it's an older phone now, you can get it for cheaper. The G11 was announced a few days ago as well, so this definitely has dropped in price. So if you really like great battery life, okay performance, and some nice color themes and stuff at a good price range, yeah, this is something to consider now. And I'm decently happy with the update. However, it could have been a bit better in terms of performance, but we shall see in future updates. We never know, there may be a better performance boost. This is still a newer version, so it is what it is. Let me show you the version. Actually, it shows here. So yeah, that is the version, Android 12 version. In future, of course, more updates will come, and the gaming performance and all that stuff could be boosted. So let us see how that goes, and I will definitely keep you posted. As of now, if you own this phone, you should definitely consider upgrading. It's definitely all positives. There's definitely no negatives there. Performance has a slight increase, battery is amazing, colors and stuff are nice, so definitely go ahead and update it. It is worth it. Also, as usual, if you really like this video, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up on the like button down below, as it helps this video get on YouTube's algorithm. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and ring that bell notification button so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the G10. Are you considering getting one after seeing this video, or are you just going to hold off on it for a while? Or are you going to update it? Whatever. Any questions also, let me know down in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer them. Also, don't forget to check out my social media, which is linked down in the description below, which includes Instagram, Discord, and Twitter. Thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.